Part two, cost of operation.
Divide that by the miles, which is 25 miles. So once you do that, you're going to see that the insurance is going to come up to 12 cents. Well, 12.5 cents. And you're going to end up timesing that by 200. And that's going to bring you to $25. So that's actually covering your insurance. Then you're going to go over here to vehicle maintenance. Now, for an example, I know a lot of you guys are driving your personal vehicle. So for an example, I put 2021 Honda Odyssey, $7,769 for the year. Now, let me show you how I actually came up with that. What you're going to do is you need to Google, which I go down here to Google, you need to Google your Honda Odyssey maintenance cost. Now, of course, this is the cost based on 10 years. But the thing is, it costs about $500 per year, a little over $500 per year to actually maintain that vehicle. But that's only if you was driving it like a Honda Odyssey. If you was just doing regular, soccer mom things with it, but you're going to be using this vehicle for business. So the price that they have on an annual basis is based on if you're only driving about 6,000 miles a year. You're going to be driving way more than that. You're probably going to be driving 60, 80,000 miles per year. So you're going to be having to base it on a 10-year time frame. So once you do that, if I base it on a 10-year time frame, it's going to be that 7,769 based all in just 1 year. So now you got to figure out that price, break it down to the daily. So on daily, and that same Monday through Friday, 5 days a week, that's going to come up to $32.37. And you're going to have to divide that by how many miles. So once you do that, that's going to come up to 16 cents per mile, times that by 200. So that's going to come up to $32 that you're actually going to be needing towards your maintenance on a daily basis. Now, DP stands for driver pay. Now, let's just say, for an example, you got a driver. You're not driving yourself. You have a driver, and you're paying that driver $125 per day. You still need to break it down to the mile. So if you're doing 200 miles, you break that down. It's going to come up to 62.5 cent per mile. Times that by 200, of course, come back up to 125. But you still need to break it down because you need to figure out how much you're charging per mile, just in case they need you to drive extra miles for some reason. Then you need to know how much you're charging for extra mile. Now, if you got a car note, you can put this. If you do, if you don't, it's up to you. Now, let's just say, for an example, the car note on that Honda Odyssey is $500 a month. You need to break that down into the daily pay. So the daily pay, 500 miles. I'm sorry, not 500 miles. Daily pay, daily cost divided by miles, 200 miles, and that's going to come up to 12 cents for per mile. And then we're going to times that by 200. It's $25. So once you add all of this up, you're going to see that you're going to be charging. Now, this is the bare minimum for the 200-mile round trip, 10 stops, $231. But we haven't even added in the actual stop pay yet. Now, the stop pay, you can go up or down. You can charge however much. But for an example right here, I charge $15 for each stop. At 10 stops, that comes out to an extra $150. So once you take that $150 for the stop pay, then you actually add that to the $231 for the operational cost. That's going to come up to $381 for this actual route. Now, this is what you need to charge on the minimum. See right here where it says operational cost, I made this extra graph at the bottom to show you the difference in between creating a job and actually running a business. Now, if you was to actually charge $381 and you're actually driving it yourself, what you actually did was you created yourself a job. But if you wanted to actually run a business, you need to be making more money to actually put inside of your savings, your business profit and savings. And I just made an example, $100, because this can be different for any and every business. And you need to have owner equity and profit. So you need to be able to put at least $100 in your savings. And then you need to put another $100 just for yourself as an owner. So that comes out to $581. Now, if you don't have these two in here and you only are charging $381, you have a job basically, because if without business profit and savings, your business is basically not scalable. If you're not, as an owner, if you're not making any money at all, then you're basically just running a charity. So you need all three. You need to be able to cover your cost of operation. Your business needs to be able to put something in its savings account. And then the owner need to be making money itself. And if you have these two right here together, now you have a business that's actually scalable and you're actually making money. So at the bare minimum, you really need to be charging $581 if you're running a business. If you're just creating a job for yourself, you need to be charging $381. But of course, the $15 per stop is flexible. If you want to make it $10 or $5, that's really up to you. But right here, we are actually creating a business. So this is just an example. You can change it up. You can do it however you want to do it. But, you know, it is totally and 100% up to you how you charge. And it's literally different. Please use this example, you know, to your discretion to add or subtract however you want, because there's literally no right or wrong way of actually doing this part.